Welcome to Let's Talk About Text, the mobile messaging podcast brought to you by mGage. This is our final episode, episode 7, Milking It. Who'd have thought that we would have dragged it out this long? So in this last episode, we talk about Covid-19 and how businesses have had to adapt and how mGage has helped governments get their messages to the public. Stay alert. Let's talk about text. Nick, obviously in the current climate with Covid-19, how's that affecting business at the moment?
It's obviously turned things a bit upside down and round the wrong way to a certain extent, just because, just everything's very different right now. So I think initially when, a lot of businesses were shut down temporarily, or, people were asked to work from home, it just meant that businesses that we work with had to use us, if you like, in different ways. And just some examples of that are grocery companies, for example, have been contacting us just to get a message out to the elderly and the vulnerable about how they can be helped, or how they can help them. Whereas before there was a lot more kind of marketing messages, right. and that's had to change. Obviously you have to be very relevant in the times. The government have been, we've been working with governments, different governments in different countries, to get messages out as well to the population, because pretty much everybody has a phone now, right? And
yeah, so sending out clear, concise messages.
Exactly, yeah, that are well spell checked. I think in the UK we all had letters from the Prime Minister, but that took a long time to come through the letterbox. Yeah. Whereas we've done similar things with government, and we've been able to get messages out within a matter of minutes.
Wow.
to millions of people,
yeah.
At a fraction of the cost. So there's things like that when we've initially been in lockdown. But what we're seeing now is that hopefully, touch wood, we've passed a peak. Certainly, initial peak we've passed, and now what you're seeing is obviously certain businesses are reopening. So what we're seeing now is what we kind of call the rebound effect, that companies are now using messaging to notify customers, hey, our shops are open again, or we're trading again, or we can do this with you. So
you've had to be have you had to be adaptable to the situation we're in?
Certainly the messages that have been going out are very different, I would say, from January, and then different again in February, March, and they're different again now.
And this could be ongoing for a period of time as well, with other companies opening up, or businesses opening up further down the line.
Yeah, and let's hope, this thing is really on the way out, but there is every chance, things could start to get worse again.
And it makes it, if this is a form of communication, that instant communication that we need.
Yeah, and that's exactly what text messaging and other types of mobile messaging will give. A very clear, short, sharp message, and as we covered earlier on, it gives the ability to have the two-way interaction as well. Right. A good example is deliveries as well. So you probably know when you'd ordered your Chinese or salad, sorry, I could tell.
The camera's putting pounds on me.
Well, it's changed since I saw you before the outbreak. You've slimmed down a lot.
Thanks, man.
So the change there was that the food has been left on the doorstep. There was no physical interaction with the driver. So it was important that companies were getting that message out. And I'm sure at some point it will reverse, Not for a while, I don't think, but those are the types of messages that you need to get out in terms of deliveries are changing, the way that people deliver, even to doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
Now doctor's appointments generally are done over either the telephone or they're done over a web call. So you need to be able to communicate with somebody to let them know that that's going to happen. And again, a really effective way of doing that is through either a text message, in-app push messaging, or some other type of mobile
my dentist
message.
sends me messages.
Well, I did with the doctor, because being asthmatic, I've been waiting forever for a hospital appointment to see a specialist, and he sent me a text message saying, I'm going to call you. You don't come into the hospital, I'm going to call you.
Wow, okay.
And we had, I was ready at 9 o'clock to receive a phone call, and we talked through everything. And actually...
And did he cure your asthma? through the phone?
Well, let's see, because it's early days.
That's future technology. Stop messing around. Go and
Yeah,
sort
that would be
stuff.
good if we could get a text message secure my
There you go, you're cured. What you got ask me is a text message. You ain't got it anymore. There's technology for you.
Stand on your head today, that might be better.
Stop smoking.
Yeah.
I could have told you that. So there we are. I ordered a salad, it came wrapped in a kebab, and we finally discovered Nick's Achilles heel, which is actually in his lungs. We spent over an hour chatting all things mobile and I survived. I think I get a medal, or text at least. Thanks for tuning in. There could be more episodes on the way. For more information and to hear more episodes of Let's Talk About Text, visit go.mgage.com/podcast.